Hey everyone, welcome to another video. Sorry, just getting comfortable. A few updates. First of all, I'm wearing my most recent finished object, and it's actually not finished, but it's still wearable. I do think I have enough yarn to add also a little nice scallop border to the arms now that I made both the top and the bottom edging. I think it'll be really, oh, hello, white roots. I think it'll be really, I think it will add, and I think it's needed. So that is in the plan. As for the sweater, I like it. I love the color. It's not exactly as I imagined it. I just think that, I talked about it in the previous video, it's just the yarn is a little bit too bulky. I think I just wanted something that was thinner and still like very fluffy, but maybe just has like a better drape. And this is like wearing a cotton ball. It's very comfortable, it feels very nice against my skin, it's very soft, but it just it doesn't behave like I want it to behave. So I still like it, and I still plan on wearing it, and I just want to show you what I had planned. So I'm going to add the edge on both sleeves using this yarn. What you want to keep in mind if you are also planning on combining different yarns is to really take the time and find the right hook size. Even it could be like a difference between rows. So for example, here I did a first row of single crochet and I used a 3.25 millimeter hook, but then for the scalloped edge I went down to a 275 millimeter just to make it look better. A lot of these like decorative lacy stitches, I find they really require a small needle size so that you can see the stitch, and it's not like all just like open and floppy. So that has been my experience, and I played yarn chicken, and I finished the sweater with this much yarn left. So I won. And I made this adorable little flower. I think it's like so pretty, but I think it would be really nice to add like a little pearl, or like, you know, something a little bit decorative. I don't have anything like that. I think I should go to maybe like a button, like a nice pearl button. I probably know a store I can go to in town, but I'm trying to minimize my interaction with people until I know that I can fly to Israel. So probably won't happen this week and next week, but I think that's what I should do. And yeah, maybe like a pearl button that I can just stick here in the middle. I think that would look cute, and then I want to put it here. But my original plan was, I got this adorable little box. I mean, I ordered this. Wish people just sent me pretty stuff, right? So I just found this seller on Etsy, and I also ordered today something else from Etsy that I'm really excited to show you, because for me, I feel like it kind of fills a space that I needed to. So basically there's just like a bunch of these like flowers, and you see that they have this kind of felt tip. So I ordered from, I tried to find it in my like local shop. They have a few like sewing stuff in the supermarket, but I couldn't find. I want like a safety pin that is flat, so I can just use some hot glue to glue it to this and then put it on the sweater, thinking that then I can move these flowers around, or, you know, remove them when I want to wash the sweater. But yeah, that was kind of my idea, and maybe combine it also with this one. I have here a few cute ones that I think, like, I wanted to add just a few flowers here or here. I'm not sure. So I have to play with that, but I thought just like adding a safety pin would just make it easier, so I can easily remove them, not actually sew them in. but that was my idea. Now, I also have on me, someone asked me about this. So this is a stola, I think that's how it's pronounced, like a shawl. And the pattern is by, I'm not sure of pronouncing her name. I talked about her in the early days of my channel, Adinda's World, Adinda. And she has like this super fun, colorful style. And I bought one of her patterns for this, but I kind of stopped after I made kind of the basics. And there are like a ton of flower decorations and other stuff like polka dots that you can add. So it's like super decorated, like all the bottom with like these huge flowers. I really love seeing it. I'm not sure it's me. It's a little bit too much. Like I would never, if I put, also this is not something I would wear outside, not because, you know, I think it's ugly or something like this. I just, yeah, I don't know. I think my style is just a little bit less out there, and I don't like to draw attention to myself. So I don't know, even in my room, I kind of stopped before I kind of made all these flowers. Like I started, I just wanted to see. I mean, this is super cute, I have to say. Maybe I should reconsider. But I don't know, there's something about, you know, like this compared to this. This is just a little bit more like dainty, and this is a little bit more like, wow, that's a big crocheted flower. So I don't know, I mean, it looks very cute now that I see it from afar on camera. So maybe I should consider something like this. But yeah, so I started making also like the flowers and everything, but I didn't end up putting them there. I'll try to find her website and link it below. But if I can't find it, or if you don't see it, try searching for something like Adinda's World Crochet or something like that. She has crazy patterns, really fun. And yeah, it's just, it's like, somehow I kind of want to go on vacation and kind of live in her space with all her stuff, but I don't know if it's me. So yeah, but someone asked me. So there. Yeah, so that is my plan for this sweater. I wanted to add like a bunch of flowers, make it really kind of pretty and girly. I bought, this is a seller from Germany. It wasn't super cheap, but this is like the kind of stuff, like I don't want to start, you know, searching for fabric and doing this myself. No, so I'd rather support someone who does this well, and, you know, spend my time on like doing stuff that I enjoy and I feel like I do well. So there's a bunch of flowers here. I got kind of the purple pack and the pink pack, and this one I really like. It's more of like a shabby chic type of thing, but it's just like a nice selection. And I'll try to remember to link to her. I usually buy on Etsy, I usually just buy from European shops. Even the UK, it just gets too expensive with shipping and customs and everything. So I usually buy only from European shops. I'm sure there's like a ton more of these sort of things if you're interested, you know, in the US, and that's too purple. But in the US and like in Asia, it's really cute. Just thought it would be fun to add these things. So very cute. I'm just trying, see, something like I want to add like to my crocheted flower, just something in the middle. See, like this thing here, just really adds something. These ones I really like kind of shabby chic, like, I don't know, I have this sort of aesthetics in my head, which just like the clothes are kind of simple, but then you add some fun stuff to them. So I had all kinds of plans for this sweater. One of them is adding some flowers, and I'll definitely do that. I'm waiting for those safety pins. I'm going to attach them to all the flowers, and then I feel like I can play with the design of the flowers. So that's that. I don't know if you notice, but there's like one row here that I just went into the back loop, and my idea was to add some like fringes here or like some loops or something like this. But yeah, I ran out of yarn and I don't know. I mean, I can maybe go to my stash and look for something that has a similar color and try to add more texture like that, but I don't know if it needs it. I think I'm gonna focus on the flowers and add a little bit of detail like that. I would like to add maybe some pearls or, you know, just something. Oh, flower escaped. So that's the plan for, oh, I also have, I remember I have these flowers from, that I put on this cardigan. You see my colors, so this could also be super cute. I think this pattern for this flower, I think it was also from the pattern for this, so you get like a ton of flowers besides besides the instructions on how to do the basic kind of shawl. But this one, I really like it. It's not complicated and it's also flat, like the back is flat. So I think that works really well for garments because you don't get like something like bulky. Yeah, I might have to go and search for that. Really liking this flower now. Might have to go and search for that pattern now. So, the box with all the flowers fell and all the flowers spilled. Next thing I want to show you is also kind of fun, and really happy about this one. The blanket. Okay, I'm pulling things here that shouldn't be pulled. So I'm playing with the border, and this is where I'm at. I'm loving this. So I started, after I did the join as you go, I'm just gonna give you a close-up. I did a row of the black row here. Sorry, I'm showing you my middle finger, but the black row here is just a single crochet. Then I did a double crochet with the white, and then I did this ruffled edge, which I'm loving. Like I've done ruffles before, but they were much like taller, like you know, like you do it with a double crochet and you do a lot of increases. This one is different and it's fantastic because you can just like add it on top of a row, and then so you do this on the front loop of the double crochet, and then on the back loop you do another double crochet row, meaning you can build the rows and build the ruffles if you want. So I have all kinds of ideas on, I love ruffles, I love these kind of little feminine touches, and I think this would be a wonderful way to add it to garments. So really happy I discovered it. It is from this book. And this is why it's so important to try things, even if you're not sure, because you think you know how something will look and how something will work. And then when you actually do it, you're surprised. So my original plan was to do this ruffled edge. And that's what I was going to do. And then I was just looking around and I came across, I lost it. Oh. And then I was looking a bit more and I came across this one. So here you can see there are like 3 rows of this ruffle, and I'm thinking that's what I'm going to do. I think my next ruffle is going to be with a cream color, and then I think I'll do another white row of double crochet, and then the last one I think is going to be the black again. And then I plan to, you know, I mean, depending how my mood is, because it is quite a commitment, but I think I will add, yeah, more decorations around every square, just because it's fun and I think it will look cool. So I haven't done the entire edge. I need to find, because I ran out of the black, or anthracite black. This is Saver, and I need to find, I think I have another skein in my stash. Certainly hope so. because otherwise, yeah, it's a bit of a problem. But I really, really like this. And I don't know, I'm thinking, yeah, I don't think I will add more color to the edge. I think I'm going to stay with a cream, black, and white. I don't know, really, really like the look of it. And, you know, it's just like you have to try things. So this ruffle is just the way that it's done. It's just into the front loop of your double crochet, you do a single crochet, chain 3, and then move to the next stitch to the front loop, do again single crochet, chain 3. So it's really less kind of bulky than the ruffle that I'm familiar with, which is mostly just like increases of double crochets. And yeah, it sits really nicely on rows of double crochet, but of course you have to keep that in mind. If you want to do the double crochet first and then add the ruffle, you have to remember to do the double crochet on the rows where you want the ruffle. You have to do the double crochet on the back loop because the front loop is used for the ruffle. So I'm just like really happy, you know, to use yarn and to also use this book, which I bought a long time ago. I don't know even if I bought it in my first crochet attempt or the recent one. But yeah, it's a really nice book, and it's just fun to feel kind of more independent and, you know, add borders to a blanket you made by one designer. And oh, the flower that I showed you, this was super easy, and it's from this book, 100 Flowers to Knit and Crochet. So do pay attention if you're interested that this does have some knitted designs. There are, what they say, 100 flowers, 40 are knitted, and then there are 60 more that are crocheted. And there are flowers here, but there's also things like some vegetable, like fruit. And yeah, I really like this book. This book I've had for many, many years. I bought it when I was mostly knitting for like 10 years ago. And I bought this because I like the idea of making these flowers. And yeah, so I really like the way that it's structured, because at the beginning you have a nice representation of all the different flowers, and you can see like a cute butterfly. And then I really like how they made this. So more flowers. And then at the end you have like leaves and some vegetables and fruit, which are not my thing. But yeah, so this is the flower that I made, is this one. And it's super, super easy, like super easy. So it's a great way also to use scraps to make these cute flowers. You don't need a book. There are like a ton of really great tutorials on YouTube, but I just like, you know, when I sit down and crochet or knit, I like to have a book and not have to like go to YouTube. So that is it. That is my update. Super happy about my finished object and my blanket. Thank you again for watching. I will see you soon in another video. I think I'm going to post this one after the next part of the cowl. So in case you missed it, I hopefully posted already the third part of the cowl, which is where we do the body of the sweater. This part is very, very simple to make. It just takes a little bit of, like, you have to imagine, kind of understand where you're getting with, but I try to show everything and explain, and I think once you actually start doing it, it all starts to make sense. But it is a little bit of an unusual construction. But yeah, very, very exciting part. I hope you check it out. And I would love to see, if you're making the sweater, I would love to see how you are progressing. You can tag me on Instagram and also use the hashtag #half_sweater. Originally I used an ampersand, but apparently that doesn't work in hashtags. So it's #half_sweater. So use that hashtag. This is also based on that pattern with just a few adjustments. And yeah, now I'm going to start working on my next sweater. As I said, I talked about it in the previous chat. I want it to be kind of a wraparound, but not actually a wraparound, so just look like it, but like a faux wraparound, but to actually connect it everywhere, so it's a sweater. I'm excited about that, and I have the yarn that I want to use. I think I'm going to use Pluma from Katya. I have a bunch of different colors. I think I'm just going to challenge myself to use what I have and not order more, just try to use it up, ignore the fact that it's like different colors, try to come up with a pattern that I like, or like a colorway that I like. I think that's what I'm going to do. And you know, if I really love how it turns out, I can always order more in one color and make another one, because these are, they just happen fast. I don't know what it is. It's like some crochet magic mojo type of thing. But yeah, really happy with how this turned out. I love this little detail. And yeah, you can totally make your own. Just follow the cal and, you know, adjust it to make a sweater that you love, in the colors that you love, and the yarn that you love. It's so much fun. So yeah, that's it for now. Bye bye.